You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Sacrifice. Fearless. Passion.
You have to be a little crazy.
The ball's moving up to 200 miles an hour. I'm trying to push it to 3.
Well, none of them are wearing the same shirt.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Bear, Fabio Soto, Brian Pineda is next to us. They're going to get a headset for him in a little bit. We're getting ready for semifinals pro doubles.
So excited to be here, Dean. 2019 Los Compadres Auto Sales Tier 1 Championships here for the IRT, where we have the team of the Bolivians, Carlos Keller, Conrado Moscoso versus Jose Diaz, Jake Bredenbeck. I am excited for this one, Dean. You know, they both represent both of these teams, but rather all these athletes have represented their country in international play. I'm excited. I'm sure you are excited as well. I think we're going to see a very tight matchup right now.
This should be, fireworks. Jake Bredenbeck and Jose Diaz are a very seasoned team. Moscoso and Keller, not Roland Keller. So you see a little different Moscoso. And to be honest, after that last match, I'm gonna wonder what kind of Moscoso's coming out. And they were already starting, like we talked about the other day, Moscoso and Keller on the Keller switching and double serving the left side of the court. And I don't think they're both going to serve to the left side because they want to pick on Jose Diaz. I think it's what's comfortable for Carlos Keller.
Well,
I think Carlos is more comfortable serving this way.
Well, listen, I got to say, Jose Diaz for me is one of the smartest players in doubles right now. He's a very seasoned player, to say, but I like the fact that him and Bredenbeck are a team. They play as a team. They perform as a team. They're very well balanced with each other. I like them a lot when they play. I've seen them play some tremendous matches, seen them pull up some tremendous upsets, and I'm sure we're going to have fireworks, as you say. Skip shot right there again. So point number 2 for Moscoso and Keller. Good start for them. So 2 servings here on the headpan scoreboard. And again, head referee Scott McClellan, sideline judges Justice Benson and Gerardo Franco here on board. Both teams have 2 appeals per game. Double fault there. Something rare that we see from Carlos Keller. Double fault. Now the U.S. team is at serve. 0 serving 2 on the headpan scoreboard. Rare shot there missed by Jake Bredenbeck. The Minnesota Viking from Marine, Minnesota. Keller. Missed a rare ceiling shot there by Keller. So point number 1 for Diaz.
So we
and
have an
Bredenbeck.
ugly match so far. There's a C player next to me, and he's saying how he could play that good. I'm sorry, Pineda's a B player now.
Good pass shot right there by
Finally, someone
Moscoso.
ripped the shot.
Carlos Keller to the serve again.
Well, I'm wondering after that match, the Pereira-Moscoso match, Fabio, if everything's right with Moscoso or if he's going to stay on the right side of the court here. He landed funny on one leg. He's played a lot of high-level matches, like I was talking with Fran. I'm wondering if this is more of a strategy here.
Replay right there. Hashtag just a replay.
I'm not a fan with that one. I think court position, Jake Bredenbeck's got the position, and Moscoso needs to get in position. Pineda agrees. What a nice kill shot by Jose Diaz. So Fabio, I thought some of the players gave Scott a rough time. When Pineda is in the stands, it is rough for Scotty Mack.
Well, really, from Pineda's anywhere, it's rough for everybody.
Wow.
Short serve right there, Keller. You're right what you said, Dean. They're going to work with Diaz a lot more than they are with Bredenbeck. So we got Moscoso on the left right now. See how comfortable he feels. It's a skip shot right there.
Jose was selling.
I love how Jose sells it. He's not the car salesman that Beltran is when he tries to sell it, but see how it goes. It's a short serve right there.
So Moscoso and Keller both double serving to Jose Diaz, the 209. Stockton, California, Marine, Minnesota versus Sucre, Bolivia. Is Keller also from Sucre?
I can't tell. I really don't
No,
know.
he's from Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. Another great city in Bolivia.
Set up from Diaz. Cross court to Keller. Off the back wall, between the legs.
Between the legs, Keller. Wow.
Nice pinch shot.
Wow,
He looked
amazing.
like a dog next to a fire hydrant right there.
So we got 4 serving 1 in the headpen scoreboard. Now the Bolivians are up top by 3.
I think it's either a short or a foot fault.
Diaz.
Or both.
Great kill shot right there.
But technically it would be a foot fault first. Happens prior.
So Jose Diaz, one of the 209 boys from Stockton, California. Give a shout out there for Coach Dave Ellis. Great shot there by Diaz, adding point number 2 to the board.
2 serving 4. Pro doubles semifinals coming up next. After this, the other semifinals. Daniel De La Rosa, Alvaro Beltran versus Sebastian Franco and Mario Mercado.
Behind the back, Keller skipping that shot. Vamos a dar la bienvenida a todos que están sintonizando Latinoamérica para ver a Carlos Keller, Conrado Moscoso, los nacionales bolivianos tomando el partido de semifinal de dobles Open contra José Díaz y Jake Bredenbeck. Por favor, denle like a nuestro post, compartan nuestra liga, suscríbanse a nuestro canal de YouTube.
What a shot from the 209.
You got the replay right there.
Here's the high lob from Diaz. Bam, turns around, says, what do you got?
So we are having 4 serving 4 in the headpen scoreboard. The Minnesota Viking. High lob nick there to Carlos Keller. Skip shot, point, Diaz, Bredenbeck, who are now on top for the first time in this match. 5 serving 4. Keller, ceiling shot, Diaz. Diaz and Keller trading blows. Now Bredenbeck is going to get in the action. Overhead shot. Oh, Diaz.
Skipped it in.
Now Keller and Moscoso to the serve. They're down by 1, 4 serving 5 on the headpen scoreboard. Keller looking at Diaz.
Want to remind everyone, not only do we have another semifinals of pro doubles, we have 2 semifinals of pro singles later on today.
This is a super Saturday, Dean.
Yeah, this is U.S. Open Super Saturday almost.
Exactly.
We're going to have so many high leverage matches. Started at 9 a.m. and we have been going nonstop since. I don't think we had a break.
5 serving 5 now on the headpen scoreboard. Out of the 2 semifinals of this afternoon, but the pro doubles, Dean, I think this is the most evened out match.
Yeah, I think De La Rosa and
Replay called there by referee.
Appeal. He can appeal.
That's a good call, Carlos.
It is Plum Pants Saturday, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. It's like Tiger Woods using his red shirt on Sundays. Scott McClellan uses his plum pants on Saturdays.
Nice wallpaper shot right there and a beautiful kill shot. Jose Diaz squeezes the ball. Let me just double check. Squeezes the Charmin, and it is soft. Wow, got a good leave by Diaz. And buried it into the corner for Carlos Keller.
You know, Carlos Keller, not exactly well known for his skills as a doubles player. He's more of a singles player. He's been the singles second racket for Bolivia for a number of years now. As you know, Conrado Moscoso plays usually with Roland Keller, Carlos's brother. Great ace serve right there by Keller. But Carlos is doing a great job now.
Yeah, we had this conversation yesterday where I said that Moscoso said Roland was a little mad, and Roland typed in the chat box, said, hey, I was not mad. So I had to clarify that.
He was just jealous.
Moscoso was playing with me.
No, he was just jealous. That's it. Back wall there.
Here's a setup from Moscoso off the back wall, and he buries it into the right corner for a winner.
Just like that, the Bolivians are on a 5-point run now. They were down 4-5. Another up 9-5. Keller. Short serve right there.
Big Jake Bredenbeck and little Jose Diaz.
Conrado Moscoso. Short serve again. Moscoso again. C serve there for Diaz. And again, Conrado Moscoso destroying that ball in the right corner for point number 10. Bolivians are in double digits now. Diaz. Broken ball. So we'll take time to ask everybody watching us at home, please like our post, share our feed, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, at Racquetball Tour and International Racquetball Tour on YouTube. Conrado Moscoso again. On the box. Diaz. Just reaction right there from both him and Moscoso.
Moscoso can't catch up to that one.
Too much heat there from the 209.
Ooh, Mr. Thomas Carter watching online. I don't know why he's not here. Might want to chime in there, Thomas Carter. Tommy boy. Yeah, man.
Skip shot right there by Keller.
Yeah, Keller doesn't try to sell it at all. It's automatic. These Bolivians are a little too honest.
Point number 7.
They have morals. They were not brought up in the Northeast. Could you imagine if Jason Menino and Sudsy, if they didn't try to sell it?
Exactly. They wouldn't be who they are.
What a serve and what a return right there. Buries that into the corner, Moscoso.
No mercy. Great place. Great time. Great effort.
What a shot.
That's a skip shot right there.
Oh, my God. I thought it was good.
Called by the referee. So now we got 8 serving 10 on the headpan scoreboard. We have a 2-point match right here.
Well, Diaz is going to shoot this from 39 3/4 feet, and he buries a winner. I can't even repeat that. I think his mom's watching. Now, if you said that about Ricky Diaz, I'd believe you.
Keller trying to get away from that one. He did, but now Team USA here
So
ties it up.
Let's just clarify. We're calling them Team USA and Team Bolivia just because that's where they're from. They are not representing them at all. Let's just clarify that because some people in the chat box are thinking this is a maybe a Pan Am match or something.
Yeah, it's got to be the matching jerseys that give it away.
Yeah.
So 10 serving 10 in the headpin scoreboard. Carlos Keller to Diaz. Diaz, kill shot right there. Conrado Moscoso. Can he make it 11? What a great ace serve there by Conrado Moscoso, taking point number 11 for the Bolivians.
Once again, another semifinals doubles match right after this. We got 4 semifinal matches in a row. Hopefully we get them all in. Corta. Short. Second servicio.
Diaz
What
trying to cut that
hands
ball.
by Conrado Moscoso.
Wow. So we got a 12 serving 10 match now. Replay right there.
Let's
I love
watch these
how
hands.
Diaz tried to cut that ball. Then Moscoso just destroying it.
That return needs to come down the line, and Moscoso's dead.
Second opportunity here for Moscoso. Bolivians are now 3 points away for closing in on game number 1. Diaz. Moscoso skip shot right there, the left corner.
2 high-level matches in a row from Conrado Moscoso. The first match, he is on the losing end of the stick. Let's see if he can right the ship. Where we have an homage to every referee ever to referee the IRT. Speaking of Otto, we just saw him last week in Arizona. Great guy.
Yeah, last week I got to admit we were confused hearing the microphone. We thought we were at the U.S. Open.
He was doing live reads, calling people to court. 8 a.m. There's no one in the facility. He's calling people to courts. What a bomb by Bolivia.
Diaz shooting. Keller. Conrado.
Set up for Jake.
Oh, skip shot right there by Keller.
Carlos and Conrado were very, very close to each other there.
So we got a tied match once more. 12 serving 12 on the headpan scoreboard. Diaz and Bredenbeck been fighting and fighting.
What a get.
Keller. Conrado on the back. Diaz can't control the ball.
He's right there.
He had the shot.
You know, he's such a smart doubles player, Jose. He gets very low to the ground. He sees the court very well. He's just lacking in execution here today so far.
Screen serve there called
12-12?
12 sirviendo 12.
Sirviendo 12. So we have a game till 3. Ooh.
Scotty, we got a sack on the ball that big time. Professional match.
Reminding everybody we're watching professional racquetball here. Makeup call? No.
Little Maybelline going on there.
Second serve, Keller. Set up the back wall.
So replay right there.
Hashtag just a replay.
Keller. Great serve by Keller.
Good stick right there by Diaz.
But
Nobody home. What a great shot from Jose Diaz.
listen, right place, right time. Court placement right there.
12 servicio 12. Serviendo.
12 sirviendo 12.
Sirviendo. Okay. I'm getting it, Fabio. Watch
Getting
out.
it. Oh, a serve by Conrado Moscoso. The miscommunication there by Diaz and Bredenbeck.
Yeah, I think Jose accidentally spoke Spanish, and Diaz didn't get it.
So 13 serving 12 on the headpan scoreboard. Conrado Moscoso. Can he make it 14?
Reverse pinch. Diaz is there. Diaz fights through it. Gets there.
Oh!
Nobody home.
Nobody home. Little physical action there between
They're getting
Diaz and
very
Conrado.
close. I like it.
Listen, I
ladies
like
and
that they
gentlemen.
fight through it.
There's some
they play
fighting
through.
right there.
I wouldn't call it fighting. I would call it like scaffolding or something. Jousting. Probably.
They have the big stick in their hands. Screen serve.
Little breather right there for Diaz.
Yeah, I think he skipped that in anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Little breather.
Second serve.
Moscoso.
Moscoso.
Z right there. Good
Got
choice.
game point.
Oh!
And it hits Jake Bredenbeck. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 15 from Moscoso and Keller. 12 Diaz and Bredenbeck. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 3 with 2 games to 15. Tiebreaker to 11 if necessary. We'll be back in a minute. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Instagram. Let's take a short break and we'll be back for the start of Game 2 right here on IRT Live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in Fullerton, California at the 2019 Los Compadres Auto Sales Tier 1 Championships for the IRT. I'm Fabio Soto. Game number 2 we're about to start for this semifinal pro doubles match of the afternoon between Carlos Keller, Conrado Moscoso, who take game number 1, 15-12, versus Jose Diaz and Jake Bredenbeck. And with us right now, joining on the booth, the broadcasting team, we have none other than Mr. Brian Pineda.
Fabio, mi favorito Soto. What's going on, my friend?
Well, what are your thoughts on this, Brian? We had a really close match between Moscoso, Keller, Diaz, and Bredenbeck. They were trading blows, up and down, and it ended with Moscoso and Keller winning 15-12, and a very unfortunate last point with the ball touching Jake Bredenbeck.
No,
So
it's
what do you think? What are your thoughts right now? What do you think they had to regroup, and what do Diaz and Bredenbeck need to do to take this into a tiebreaker?
so the biggest thing that's got to change is just a little bit of self-recognition. For Diaz, It's going to be fun to go flashy. He's got to realize he's not been playing full-time, been studying a little more. So he's got to go back to basics, go back to that kind of ball right there where he's retrieving a lot. And what he's got to do is he's got to set up the big time a little bit better. And on Jake's side, the big time over there, when he gets a setup, he needs to feast as if it's Thanksgiving Day. Just num all day long on those setups.
So 0 serving 0 on the headpan scoreboard. What do you think, Brian, about the psyche on right now in Moscoso since he lost that match right now to Andre Parrilla in straight games right there?
I'm telling you, he is the type of professional. He's a professional's professional. Young kid, too. He's mature beyond his years. He's not even thinking about that. He is so in the moment, which is why he's actually shooting at a higher percentage. He's playing like a team player, taking care of what he needs to take care of, so it's not even a thought in his head what happened earlier. He's in the moment.
I agree with you. So now, side out there, quick side out for the Americans. So 0 serving 0 still in the headpan scoreboard.
And this easily can be what you'd see at a World or Games, a Pan Am Games. This could be a final right here.
Oh, it
so
could
this
be.
is really a treat for everyone to be witnessing right now.
Yeah, some of you don't realize that Pineda is spot on with that comment because it is. You got four of these gentlemen have represented their country.
That's huge. That is huge. Okay, on so many levels right there. That's
Diaz.
good for Diaz to get that confidence. He actually perseveres a lot better when he gets some of those in his system. It's gambling, but he does need to go to work, but that's good for him to feel that way. Look at that.
Listen, that is called concentration right there at the best.
Yep.
I'm sure Coach Dave Ellis is proud. Shout out to Coach Dave Ellis. And say hi, shout out to John Ellis as well.
Oh, my gosh. Johnny Ellis, one of the only players, one of two, I believe, that have a winning record against Kane Watson
The only one
on tour. Is he the only one now?
He is. He. If I'm not mistaken, he's 2-1.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So Johnny Ellis, a great player from back in the day, and by the day I just mean the late 90s, early 2000s. Suffered a little bit of injury that maybe shortened his career, but nonetheless, one of the great players, one of my favorite players of all time, no doubt.
Fun player to watch.
And Dave Ellis, easily on the Mount Rushmore with Fran Davis of one of the greatest coaches. Everything he's done for Stockton in 209, he's incredible.
Dave Ellis, the Yoda of racquetball.
Yep, he is.
That, my friend, is a quote that I will take from Ronda Rasich.
The Yoda, huh?
She was the one who told me, Fabio, Dave is the Yoda of racquetball.
It's true. It's true. And I'm not even talking stature. I'm not. I'm just really he's got so many nuggets in his system for people to feast on that are just brilliant.
Point there for Bolivians. Moscoso Keller. They're on the board finally. Serving 2.
And I was able to chat with Jose and Jake before, and I told Diaz, this is what he's got to clean up. Those mistakes can't be afforded. Those are gifts. Those are easy. You want to lose a rally because he had a good shot? Fine. But you cannot skip. That's a skip ball. We'll see
Referee calls a good shot.
That's tough. That's tough. They got to battle through it, though. They've put themselves in this position to be playing from behind, so they can't get too upset at Scotty.
Conrado Moscoso.
Ricardo Soto is in the chat box. What's up? And thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
So Conrado Moscoso is asking for an equipment timeout. Broken string right there. He's getting under the racket. Remember, he's got 30 seconds only to change his racket. Can't have a drink of water. Can't change anything else. It's going back in.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Of course, all the sponsors. The big one here, Los Compadres Auto Cell and Penn, where the ball matters. We're here on the IRT Live. Fabio, Dean, Pablo, the Pablo. There's only one Pablo. Let's be honest about that. Let's be honest, okay? Karen Bredenbeck's in the house as well. Karen, it's great to see you. I can't wait till you make your famous house fondue again. It's fantastic. I can't wait to have it again.
Foot fault right there called on Moscoso. Second serve here for the Bolivians. Conrado taking his time.
So just to update everybody, if you're joining us, this is a semifinal match for the doubles. The winner of this match will earn a spot in the coveted finals of the first annual of 2 decades of the Los Compadres Fullerton Championships.
Final is tomorrow at 1 p.m.
And Fabio, at the beginning of the match, if you were to, I'm not sure if I heard you correctly, who would you have picked and this is about, I'd say, another one 59-49 matchup, how it would go. Who would be your 2% favorite in this?
The Bolivians.
Okay.
I'm going with them because
it's tough, too, because
no.
both teams that are so
listen,
familiar with one another.
it's a flip of a coin, to be honest, but if you have to ask me right now, I would go with Keller and Moscoso, definitely, because you said something really true. Diaz has not been on tour, at all full time, and the rest of these gentlemen almost have been.
So tough.
Wow.
So tough right there from Bolivia's finest in Conrado Moscoso. And you're right. If maybe we can get Diaz back in fighting shape again, it's a whole different story.
Diaz and Bredenbeck have pulled off some of the best doubles matches I've seen, some tremendous upsets. I still remember last year's U.S. Open. They were down 0-10 on the tiebreaker versus Sebastián Fernández and Diego Garcia. Down 0-10.
Where is Diego Garcia, by the way?
He is not currently here. I think he's in Argentina right now.
That guy is phenomenal to watch.
They were down 0-10.
Hey now! Hey now!
Conrado Moscoso.
Sorry, you were
Right there.
saying though they're in the final.
They were the U.S. Open. Oh, replay. We got a replay right here. Let's see a fantastic play by Conrado Moscoso. Dive get.
That's typical
dive.
from Diaz. But the big fella getting level.
You go, kill shot right there. So now we got 5 serving 2 in the headpan scoreboard. So they were down 0-10, and they came back and won it 11-10. Just fantastic.
Just goes to show you it's not done until you reach a 15 or a tiebreaker 11 point.
Well, that's the thing about it, because that mentality, the athleticism, the poise to be concentrated by Diaz and Bredenbeck, right there at that time at the U.S. Open, I thought this is the team to beat.
You betcha.
And in the house, I'm hearing Álvaro Beltrán, who will play the next semifinal match.
Hey now, that's great control from Diaz, great composure. Noticing the ball's being overswung a little bit by everybody. Everyone's kind of tense. They're playing the front court. Let me put a stroke in real quick.
So next match coming up, the other semifinal between Álvaro Beltrán and Daniel de la Rosa versus Sebastián Franco and Mario Mercado, the Colombians versus the Mexicans.
So we got a question in the chat box for you. It says, why is the ref calling so many screen serve? Shouldn't the player dictate that? What's your thought on that, Fabio?
Shouldn't the player, excuse me, what?
Shouldn't the players be dictating a screen serve, or do you think it should be on the ref completely?
It should be completely on the referee.
Agreed.
It's his responsibility. He's the only authority here that can only stop the match.
That's right. That's right. The artist formerly known as Scotty McClellan on the call.
Scott McClellan with his trademark. Trademark burgundy pants.
And we got
replay right here.
No, we got just another replay, I believe.
No replay. Hashtag just a replay. So 3 serving 5 again here in the headpan scoreboard. Nick serve there for Keller.
So if John Ellis is the Yoda of racquetball, does that make Pablo the Mace Windu?
Yes.
Okay, checks out. You, my friend.
So 5 serving 3.
You're the Mace Windu. That's the black dude with the purple lightsaber. Oh. Breaking my heart.
Diaz. Side out there.
That's a good side out. A little half out there. See if Brandon Baby Davis in the chat box. Get it rocking, buddy. Can't hear you.
Too much heat there from Moscoso.
And that's one thing where Diaz, he's got to get in the thick of it. It's not comfortable to play that close when you got someone who can shotgun a ball like that. You know, that guy can Brett Favre a throw in the way he hits a racket. And it's uncomfortable, but he's got to get up there. He's got to watch where he's facing, what options he's left.
Moscoso.
We're going to get a second serve here. Oh, Greg Lorenz is chirping in the chat box. Greg Lorenz.
Greg Lorenz. Hi to him.
Oh, yeah,
Hello
big
to him.
time. War Hall of Famer. He's done so many great things for the state of Michigan. Michigan Belle Isle actually is one of the oldest running tournaments in existence in all of racquetball, and him taking that program over has been such a great thing for the sport.
Carlos Keller, skip shot right there, called by the referee.
Wow.
Now they're going to appeal the shot.
We might need a new referee. Scotty's going to be arrested for robbery here.
Appeal used. One appeal remaining for
Get a bail bond. Scotty's in jail for robbery.
So 3 serving 6 now.
3-6, and this isn't for how much they really haven't raised their level. Diaz and Bredenbeck, they're still right in the thick of things here because actually the level of Keller and Vargas has dropped a touch, but they're all still playing at a pretty high level.
Pretty high.
It's pretty high. It's just not. It's not what we witnessed in the first game.
Not
as I say that, and then he
that.
just goes ahead and pulls out. He's like, "Shut your mouth, boy."
3 serving 6.
Jake Bredenbeck, Minnesota Viking. Quick
He's a
change of pace right
Viking
there.
sent forward in time. And that's not Jake being able to put a rally away that he wants to, but he's like a Viking who his shield and sword has been taken away. Now he's stabbing with both horns of his helmet. He will do whatever it takes to win. Great on Jake to get in that rally and keep with it.
Listen, he's an intimidating fellow. I like him as an athlete. And you know what? Every time he steps on the court.
Ooh. Ooh.
Scott McClellan calling a replay.
Ooh.
That is a break for the Bolivians right there.
That's huge.
That's a break.
huge. Team Ignite is not happy. 1 of 8 of Team Ignite is not happy.
Broken ball right there.
And that's a fortunate break back in their sense because that should be a ball put away there. So it evens out.
You know what, Brian, is just Jake Bredenbeck right there is so intimidating. I swear, every time I see him walk in the court, I feel we need to sacrifice something.
I have seen some players who look miserable on the court, and his demeanor looks like that, but that's how much he wants it. It is. This is his happy place. This is his place.
This is his place of business. This
That's
is his
right.
office.
It's a business. Good touch. Gets a setup. Diaz. No.
That's a great idea right there. I don't blame Diaz for going for that, yet the execution lacking.
Yep.
Carlos Keller, 6 serving for the Bolivians up top by 2.
Love the change to a drive serve here from Keller.
Short, though.
And by change, I meant his positioning where he was at. I think it's the angle's actually in his favor for how the ball's going to slide. Keller's got more of a slap approach. He doesn't quite roll his wrist over, but you're going to see a lot of similarities in Carlos Keller's game as much as you would see another great doubles player in Chris Crowther.
Chris Crowther, by the way, in the house.
He is. You can't miss him. He's a guy that's a duck everywhere he goes to get through a room.
Exactly. He's what, like 7'9", right? Something like that?
7'9". And when he was on the court, he was 7'9" and just straight mean. It was so fun to watch Chris play.
Good serve by Crowther every time. I saw him like do some really killer
Hey
serve.
now!
Wow, Diaz going
Hey
for
now!
it. And
Here
we
it
will
is.
see a replay right there.
Carlos, nice setup there. Doesn't do enough with it. Diaz sits up a little bit, which is why that ball stays up, but goes and feasts on the front wall.
Now Conrado Moscoso
That's
the
so
serve.
good.
Moscoso with a great serve right there. Keller just put a setup right there. Bredenbeck trading places with Diaz.
Ooh!
And Bredenbeck destroying that ball with a splat shot to the left. Wow.
That is like a lumberjack who just sharpened his blade and took down a tree in one stroke.
Exactly.
That is incredible stuff.
The Minnesota Viking. I feel like we need to sacrifice something now.
We do. A goat, preferably. Why is it always got to be a goat?
I don't know.
Okay. Feaster. Diaz.
Wow.
Jinx.
Listen, man, nothing to say about Diaz there, but his effort is just uncanny right there. Didn't get it. Conrado was there.
And Greg Lawrence says, Jake is my favorite savage on the chat box. He is a savage when he plays like that. See if he's savage up here.
Oh, it's a pass right there, side out. And we're still at 6, serving 4. So good, glad to see Greg Lorenz on the chat box.
It
Greg
is
Lorenz,
great. Brandon
please.
Davis in there, Karen Bredenbeck, Mama Bear watching back
Mama
at
Bear
home.
watching at home. Awesome stuff.
And the 3.5 million viewers we have, it's great to see so many people involved.
So that's a point right there for the Bolivians.
Oh, the X Factor. My boy Frank over there, cool, calm, collected.
So 0 appeals left. There you go. See, we got a replay right there. Shooting that ball.
See if we can get that one more time. Can we get that one more time, Pablo? After this rally? And the ball never lies. We don't need to see it one more time because that ball never lies. But in case you do.
So you see
So
the
on
serve,
this serve here.
because the Americans were appealing that Keller's serve
It is
was
a short serve right on the line.
There you go.
But Diaz got it back. Good shot.
I mean, now we know that Frank was blind as well.
That's right. We got a bunch of Helen Kellers ref in this match.
Stevie Wonder called me. He said that ball was short.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 refs, 2 players. We got a 5-on-2 match going on right now.
So 8 serving 4 in the headpan score. We got to remember, Diaz and Bredenbeck have no appeals left.
And that's
The only way they can appeal. The only way they can appeal now if it's a match point.
And to be quite honest with you, I'm just kind of making a bit of hoopla there. That was a fantastic shot from Conrado Moscoso. Beautiful. That's encroachment from Diaz, not called. Carlos, and the big time is getting level. Big time needs a feast. Love that heat. Big time's going to feast again. From the little
Overhead.
time. Oh.
Keller killing the momentum and killing our groove, to be honest, because that rally, that should have lasted a few more seconds, to be honest. Hey, look at that. The replay right here. I got to admit, it was a great dive there by Moscoso back there.
The issue there for me personally, if I'm having a talk with the boys from America, is Diaz has to understand that he hit I would call it a different kind of shot. A crap shot is what I'll say right now. He hits a bad shot, bad crap shot. If you're going to do that, you need to go up there and cover your bad shot. Don't leave your partner out to dry like that. So you're gonna hit that, go cover.
All right, then we got a timeout here, and we'll take a short timeout ourselves here on IRT Live.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I started by using the world's best cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River. It's ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. My Giza sheets also include full 21-inch wide pillowcases that will fit over any pillow and deep pocket sheets that will fit over any mattress. The first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen right now to get your very own MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets. Giza Dream Sheets are available in a variety of colors. Use the promo code and Mike will give you 30% off and free shipping. That's right, 30% off and free shipping.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
And we're back on the IRT Live here. I'm Brian Pineda, joined with Fabio Soto. Fabio, timeout coming a little too late, right on time, a little premature. What do you think?
I think it was spot on, to be honest. Now, what Conrado Moscoso right now is checking the racket, see if he needs to change it, and he does. So 30-second timeout there. Listen, I think it was spot on. We're just getting some high-level play here. We're getting better rallies in this game number 2, as we should.
And duly so, not just because of you, Fabio, but also because of play happening on here. The chat box is chatty. I want to thank the almost 4 million viewers and climbing now for watching Racquetball and supporting us. Make sure you share and hashtag us. This is the IRT Live.
So 9 serving 4 on the headpan scoreboard. Moscoso to the serve. Diaz, no. Bredenbeck goes.
10 serving 4.
Oh, 10 serving 4.
This match, for how potentially high level this can be. Not all teams are firing on all cylinders, so this isn't really an unmanageable match yet here for the Americans to try to force this to a third. And it's really on the onus of Bolivia to lock this one up real quick.
He's still moving to it. That's why it's a replay. He's still moving, so it's a replay.
That's a tough call right there. I like that from Scotty McClellan. Someone yelling, sweep the knees. That's right. Let's get physical here. So they need to protect the serve here. I love the switch. I think this is probably the best choice they've made of all match right now. Big Time needs to get more involved. And here he goes, the first tee off.
Wow.
Beauty. It's a beautiful cutter, but the footwork is actually even more tremendous there from the Big Time.
So 5 serving 10 now in the headpan scoreboard.
So
Jose
far,
Diaz.
pardon me, so far the switch is working.
We'll see right now if it works. They need to get back in this and take this to game number 3.
Big Time.
Carlos with not many options there. Keller just moving for Diaz to get there. And Conrado Moscoso kill shot.
Yeah, Diaz once again finds himself out of position on that. And it's a vacant spot. Nobody's there. So Diaz has every right to go ahead and take up the space on that right side. Why he chose to stay behind Conrado and read him for a little too long, I don't know. I love that. That's exactly what actually the Big Time needs there. He needs a little something more to push him.
5 serving 10.
He needs a little more anger in that swing. It's all right.
Foot fault. Second serve.
Jake Bredenbeck pulling a little play out of Conrado Moscoso's trick book.
And Jake is dueling with the wrong guy there. You're getting patty cake out of Carlos right now, who's playing cool, calm, collected, but he's not exactly putting a ton of shots down. He's hitting to the guy who's finding his swing, whether he swings out of his shoes or controlled.
Keller. Broken ball.
Mijo.
10 serving 5.
10 serving 5 on the headpin scoreboard.
10-5.
So far, so good for that switch between Diaz and Bredenbeck. So
Right.
far, so good.
Hurt him.
I thought that was the end of Carlos Keller's leg.
Should have been. That's great. Now, that is actually one of the first high-class rallies we've had in a little bit here. That pretty much had everything there. I think Jake was a little too focused on trying to hurt Keller instead of hurting the ball. So let's see if he can find a happy median there.
Well, listen.
But I love where his attitude's at.
Well, listen. That rally had everything except the kitchen sink.
That's right.
10 serving 5.
So one of the things I want to notice, even though that Diaz is now on the right side, the Bolivian team is serving to the left.
Right. And there's two thoughts of process here, two school of thoughts. The left side is going to be Jake's weaker side, which is why I understand the left serving to the left, right? So they're going to get more plumb options to come out there. That being said, it's still a great switch by the guys because the Big Time now gets more opportunity to get in play, find his stroke, and when he gets that opportunity to unleash the beast, it'll come out.
5 serving 10.
All Jake needs now is to turn green.
See that taking 3 seconds for the serve. I get he's trying to find his groove. He needs to breathe, focus on what he wants to do, and then implement.
A little miscommunication there by the Bolivians.
Because right now it's a skip ball.
Let's skip ball right there.
That's
So
a skip
point
ball.
for.
He sliced it, but it did skip.
Oh. So skip call right there. The Bolivians call with an appeal. Both referees overturned the referee's call.
That's it. That's okay. I mean, you got 3 of the best referees saying it was otherwise. I've got the junior baby hurt and McClellan in front of me, so it's not like I can see that great.
Keller.
Close. Yes.
Skip shot there by Conrado Moscoso.
That is Jake playing at his finest right there. That is better from Jake. That's aggressive. He's in the right spot. It's uncomfortable for about 99% of the people at will to stick, but in that service spot where he's dictating pace and placement, that is when he's playing at his finest.
Second serve.
Hashtag just a replay.
That's
right.
right. You got to grip it and rip it. You want to call? Show me some blood. That's what I want to see right now.
Conrado looking at his racket. He's already changed it twice during this match.
These boys are going to work. There's no about it. I'd say they're overworking. They're playing more harder instead of smarter, but that's okay. Better for the crowd.
Exactly. You know, we were watching an amateur tournament a while ago in Mexico, Brian, and Albert Beltran was there.
They still have amateurs in Mexico? I feel like they're all professionals, like at the age of 9.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
And one time we were watching an amateur match, and Albert Beltran said, Fabio, the best racquetball is the worst racquetball. And it took me about a minute. That ball hit Conrado Moscoso.
They got him right in the goods.
So now we got 6 serving 10 on the headband scoreboard. That's one of the best quotes I've heard in racquetball. The best racquetball is the worst racquetball.
That's right.
So we were watching a C doubles match, and it was so entertaining. You have no idea.
Thank you, man. I really thought I played my heart out in that match, to be honest with you.
I know, yeah, but weren't you a D level?
Okay, first of all, don't underestimate the women's C. It's my favorite division.
There you go.
It's nice to see former professional and one of Washington's finest. I believe actually he might be up in Northern California as well. He's been all over the West Coast, but Jeff Stark's in the box.
Diaz
and
down the line.
The former Long Beach Open doubles champion, Rodrigo Montoya Solis, is in the chat box as well. That's nice.
Rodrigo Montoya. An unfortunate early exit for him in this tournament.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. Put the in and out down. Put it down, pick up a piece of fruit. That guy always looks in tip-top shape come the Grand Slams. I'd love to see that on a consistent basis. Love you. Love you, Rodrigo.
10 serving 7 on the headband scoreboard.
I know in and out's open until 1:30. Just say no. That's all
on,
I gotta say.
On a Saturday.
That's right.
Because in the weekdays it's open
I love
till 1.
that you know. It's all right. They say all the fat is the Lord's. It's all good. It's all good.
So 11 serving 7 on the headband scoreboard. Bolivians are 4 points away from putting this one in the books and advancing to tomorrow's final. But the Americans are fighting to stay in this. Point number 12.
One of Hotlanda's hottest players, Marquise Miller, is in the chat box as well, who should be at this event. No excuses, Marquise.
Maurice?
Both of them. Guillermo Ortega is in the chat box as well. Welcome.
Keller with such reaction. Carlos. Again, Moscoso.
So good.
Cutting shot.
Big time needs a feast. I love it.
Keller.
Plum.
In the front. Keller. Keep it alive, Keller. Moscoso. Best rally of the match so far. Diaz.
That could be unavoidable.
That is a
replay
call. Referee Scott McClellan is calling for a replay right there. You know what?
The crowd loves it.
But you got to play through that. We got a replay right now.
Look at this. Athleticism. Keller on 3 legs. Conrado to the big hurt. Carlos almost takes out the back wall.
An ace serve right there. It's a point right there for Keller Moscoso. So 13.
I love it. Here's sportsmanship. Boo. That was great. It's good stuff. The big hurt. He's all over. Little hurt. That's great position. That should not be a replay. Ay, carron.
So their replay is called by referee Scott McClellan.
No.
So here we go.
Here we go. See, this is great positioning from Jake. He was in position before Conrado. Even though we can think he can get that ball,
the referee felt that
it's Conrado's mistake for not being in position. That's.
Listen, I got to agree with the referee here.
Where the South American agrees with the ref. Son of a. I'm getting tag teamed over here by the Pablo. Oh.
Best call of the day.
Don't antagonize this behavior. Scotty, you can do better, buddy. Dang, that is so good on Jake to have boxed him out that way. That is part of the physicality of doubles. It needs to be allowed. It gives it entertainment value, and it makes the players go to work, which is what they're here to do.
So 12 serving 7.
Karen just booked her flight over. She's coming overnight, Scotty. You better duck and cover. Karen's coming for you. And the ball doesn't lie.
The ball doesn't lie, ladies and gentlemen. The power of Carlos Keller to break that ball. So listen, it was a replay, so nobody could take advantage of that. You gotta understand that, Brian.
I do.
That's justice.
Yo entiendo.
That's justice right there.
Did somebody just crop us? Justice? All right. It's getting funky in here. Hey, Karen Bredenbeck, to quote, says, "Terrible call. You better believe I'm coming out there." That's an angry mama bear. That is a female Viking coming at you.
Listen, I would not want to fight that.
She birthed a Viking, okay? You are in trouble, my friend. You are in trouble.
Yeah, Scott McClellan better get a flight
I'm
tonight.
going across the border. I don't even want to be a part of this.
Yeah, he better get out of the continental U.S.
And we're having a good time on the other side of the pane of the glass. On the side court here, we got Beltran De La Rosa who are warming up for their double match, which will be an exciting match, Fabio.
Oh, that would be awesome.
The big hurt. It's too much. Great dig from Diaz.
Some action right there. Are we going to get a replay?
That's okay. That's okay. Not a lot of high quality hitting there, but excellent effort nonetheless.
So 7, serving 12. Yes, moving out of the way.
So good.
Wow, Keller just
so good.
It's not even fair.
Uses his length to his advantage big time.
Carlos, too much of a seeing shot there. Gives a free setup for Bredenbeck, who buries it into the ground. So 12 serving 7 now.
I want to say hi to Mark Gibbs, who's joined our online chat here. And, of course, one of the great supporters of all racquetball, even on the world stage, Lon Juan Quinn, who's in the chat box as well. Thank you guys so much for everyone tuning in, all your comments and everything, just being a part of it with us. This has been an exciting match. A little one-sided, but exciting nonetheless.
Moscoso.
Oh,
destruction.
Just Tommy gunned it. Reverse pinch.
13 serving 7 on the headpan scoreboard. Is it too late for Jake and Jose?
It is. I'm saying it.
Okay.
And unfortunately, to answer that question, because I love both these teams. They're so entertaining to watch. I really love cheering for my homeboys from the US of A just a little more. But the butter's hard, the jello's jiggling, the refrigerator door's closed, and these lights are pretty much out, as a great Chick Hearn would say.
Now Moscoso making that mistake. Bolivians are 2 points
Eggs
away.
are chilling, baby. The milk is not spoiling. Refrigerator door's closed.
Conrado Moscoso. I love that look he gave Jake right now. Challenging look.
That's the beauty about him. He's not here to make friends.
Who is?
You want to make friends? Go join Facebook. Okay, that's a glimmer of hope right there. That's it. That's probably the biggest gift of the match right there, because they should have closed it out on that service
two
repetition.
skips in a row from the Bolivians. They're giving life.
7-13. 7-13 on the head pin scoreboard as we update it. But
so 8 serving 13 now. It's a 5-point match.
it is. It really is. The math checks out. I just checked it out.
You know what I like? Watching the match behind us right now are De La Rosa and Beltran. They're just scouting their next victims.
I do. And actually, I think they're more excited for the Jorge Diaz fight tonight.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to go like this. 8.
You
13.
IRF and your funky ways of position. You know how ridiculous I look doing this?
Yeah. Well, you got that Freddie Mercury look going on.
You're welcome. Hurt.
Oh, nobody home.
Someone had to choose there, and that's tough. Jake left him out to dry there a little bit that time. Diaz in great front court positioning, but he missed his angle off the sidewall, given his setup.
So 13 serving 8 now. The Bolivians are 2 points away from closing this one.
This is going to be on Carlos. You'll see if he serves behind his back or goes for a Z. Behind his back he goes.
So what do you think about this, Brian? Jose and Jake went back to their original positions.
It could be a good switch up. The big time, it's just like it's like you treat the NBA. You don't see LeBron James play a full game anymore. Big time was probably taking too many swings. Diaz needs to get himself a little bit in motion. They're also giving a change of look of what's going on right now. What was working once is now not so much, because the Bolivians have made a change, so now they're doing everything they can.
So game point number 1 for the Bolivians. 14 serving 8 now. Keller giving that look of intimidation to Diaz. Short serve. Keller.
Smart shot.
Oh! Moscoso.
Gosh, the reaction time, though, the presence of mind to not worry that you just missed a shot in a professional match and to go for it again. It's just, it's in the match. He's so present.
Again, 14 serving 8.
I love Carlos is going for that crack serve.
Why not?
Right? ¿Por qué no?
Worth a try. They're leading by 6.
This will come off hard. Oh, boy. Hate to see that.
Listen, there are no court hinders in the IRT.
No, nor should there ever be, even if you're amateur or not. Don't be a baby and try to wish and hope and things went a certain way. The court is what the court is, so play ball.
Play ball indeed is what Conrado Moscoso is going to do right now. Serve.
Going for the crack. I like it. Big time's in position. Great crack. Now he needs to feast more than ever.
Jake Bredenbeck skips the final blow right there, giving the victory to Carlos Keller, Conrado Moscoso, who take the game 15-12, 15-8. Brian Pineda, your thoughts?
I mean, every bit of credit and effort goes to both teams, but really in the game plan, the execution, the moments that were most important, Bolivia played a much more composed match, bottom line. Not 100% the entire time, but I'd say executing at about 85% level. The heart was there, execution 85, but together as a team, it gave him a spot in the final, which is well-deserved.
Brian Pineda, once again, we thank you for being with us on the booth. And now the next match of the evening,
Thank you,
right
Fabio.
after a few commercials, between Álvaro Beltrán, Daniel de la Rosa versus Sebastián Franco and Mario Mercado, the Mexicans versus the Bolivians. For the IRT, I am Fabio Soto, and we will be back in 15 minutes with that doubles semifinal. Thank you so much, and we will see you shortly here on IRT Live.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm going to like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name is Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake and get yourself an M40 right now.